What's up, guys? We're on part 2, and they had a match with OBD and Tara. ODB actually beat Tara. It was a pretty good match. And ODB was just kind of messing with Tara's new boyfriend. I don't watch the show Big Brother, but it's Jesse from Big Brother, for anybody who knows that. So yeah, he came out at Bound for Glory, and I don't really see the relevance in it. Maybe he wants to be a wrestler or something. I don't know. Chavo and Hernandez beat Cash and Gunner. It was a pretty good match. This kind of TNA was just clearly building Chavo and Hernandez. To me, it was just pretty obvious that they were moving the belts to them. So yeah, just kind of change it up a little bit. Jeff comes out with a new belt. Basically, the belt, it's like his purple belt. It's just black. That's all. That's the only real difference. It's just black, and it has pretty much the same plate on it. And like the back end where it clips is a little smaller. And then Aries comes out. Aries just cuts the funniest promo. He comes out with balloons and cookies, and he goes to hand Jeff the balloons and lets go of them. Then Jeff smacks the cookies out of his hand. And this is the funniest thing is when y'all can look it up on TNA's page too, because I think they have it up. When we went to look at Jeff's new belt, he's like, I've heard of being the face of the company before, but for Christ's sakes, Jeff, you put your face on the belt. And I just thought that was the funniest thing. So yeah, it was a good promo, funny. Moving on, Angle beat AJ and Daniels for a shot at the heavyweight belt. Because next week, or this past week that just passed, Hogan was choosing between Angle, Anderson, Storm, and Bully Ray for a title shot against Jeff. And so we'll talk about that in next week's one, which I'm about to shoot later on today. And then AJ just kind of walked away. So just kind of wondering if it's pointing to signs of AJ making a heel turn. We'll see where TNA decides to go with that. Yeah, Matt Morgan made his return at Bound for Glory, and this is essentially what he told. He was telling Hogan something about how nobody was really supporting him. Hogan's like, well, I talked to the creative team. I was behind you, brother. And yeah, he essentially just said he was going to shove him up Hogan's place where the sun don't shine. Sting beat Devon in a match, but just DQ, because all the aces and ace guys just came in to help him and save him, and everybody else just kind of came out and ran off aces and eights again. So we'll see how long that goes for before it actually becomes something interesting. Moving on to SmackDown. Miz had Miz TV again with Team Hell No as his guest stars. Before that, he announced that it'll be him versus Kofi at Hell in a Cell. That's where he's invoking his rematch clause. I kind of wish they were doing it inside of a cell. I'd like to see that. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see the Intercontinental title in a Hell in a Cell match, especially with these two. But yeah, Hell No came out, and it was just arguing back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Booker T came out, and Miz just kind of smarted off. Let me guess, you're going to make some kind of tag match with all of us, and Booker's like, yeah, I'm going to make a tag match with them, and you're going to face Randy Orton. And then it's kind of gay. Orton beat Miz. The stupid thing I thought during this match is that they kept moving the camera to Alberto Del Rio somewhere. He was up in the stands somewhere in like a private little box seat watching the match. And I thought it was dumb because I wanted to see the match, clearly. But yeah, I don't know why WB constantly wants to bury Miz like they do Ryder. Miz is one of the best guys that they have on their roster, and they just do nothing with him. Road Scholars beat Kid and Gabriel. It was a pretty good match. Again, like I said, we're getting to see a lot of good Road Scholars. A great tag team together. So yeah, and this was pretty obvious to me. They pushed the match that was supposed to be Ray and Sin Cara from Monday to this past Monday. And still they have Road Scholars attacking like Hell No. So, I mean, just to me, even from the beginning, when I looked at like all the rosters, I'm like, Road Scholars is going to win this. It was just a logical choice. There was a new tag team. They already had friction with Hell No. I mean, so to me, it's kind of obvious who the winners were going to be. But I still like the fact that WWE did a tournament with them. So, yeah. Moving on, Eve takes credit for Teddy's idea. Teddy basically said, yeah, let's have a lumberjack match with Sheamus and Wade Barrett to finalize this. I don't know about you guys. I hate lumberjack matches. I think they're awful. There's really nothing special about them. I mean, it's the same thing that happens every time. The heels attack the faces attack the heels, they throw them back in the ring, and it's just some kind of stupid ending because just stupid stuff happens. Yeah, so it was just annoying to me. Hell No beat Ziggler and Show in the match Teddy had made. I think they knocked Big Show out the ring and just basically just kind of killed Ziggler from there. Cesaro beat DiBiase. It was a pretty good match, actually. I really enjoyed it. I would love to see DiBiase get more of a push because he really needs it. My best idea for him would be to take him and Michael McGillicuddy and change his name to Joe Hennig like it really is, and have them form like Legacy 2 or something, and make them a tag team. I think that'd give them something good to do, and just kind of push them both and make them look better because both their careers are really going nowhere in WWE right now. Slater came out and he beat Brodus Clay. Basically, there's a bunch of distraction from Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal, and just led to him getting the victory over Brodus. So, hopefully they're going to change Brodus Clay like rumors have been saying, because this character is annoying and going nowhere. Layla beat Natalya. It was a decent match. Just divas. There was no real premise to this match. I mean, just nothing special about it. And then Teddy found Eve's iPad after the incident where she stole his idea for the main event match for the night, and he they didn't tell us what it was, but it basically just had like the information as to like what Eve did attacking Caitlyn. So we'll talk about that when we get to the next one. Weekend Wrestling, that is. And Sheamus beat Barrett, and I say it's stupid. It was a horrible lumberjack match. It was just really, the guys were jumping in the ring. It was just kind of random, and yeah, it was stupid to let Barrett lose the match to Sheamus in this awful lumberjack match when they've been putting on phenomenal matches the past few weeks. And from what I recall, I think the match was just really short too. And then Ziggler was going to come in to cash in, and Show just kind of knocked him out and said no. So yeah, that happened. Saturday Morning Slam. Ryder beat Gabriel in a decent match. And Bryan and Tyson had a pretty good match. It was pretty short for the most part, though. And then they talked about like the snakes in WWE, like it was Jake the Snake Roberts, Randy Orton, and Austin, because he's the Texas Rattlesnake. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But this has been a week in wrestling, guys, and thank y'all for watching. I'll have the next episode up soon.